My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and do really well. Today I'm reviewing, this one I know I'm dyslexic, you see. Rodriguez For Him. I can't pronounce the first name. This is £54 for 100ml. The notes are masculine, sensual, elegant, and modern fragrance. This is like a brick. These 3 notes enhanced with musk, floral, amber, and woody. A modern bottle with a sleek and contemporary design. Well, I don't review bottles, so I don't really care. Do we have our bottles of Rodriguez For Him? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So this is crazy prices. £50 for 100ml. That's bonkers. I do love that. Now, I bought the For Her one for a friend of mine a very long time ago, and I remember thinking it was like Black Orchid. I've never tested this, actually. Do we have our bottle? Oh, I've said that. I kind of don't know what to make of this at all, to be honest. It's very flat. It reminds me of something. It reminds me a little bit of Curious, actually. Not exactly the same, obviously, but it kind of has that thing, that sort of like 90s, 80s, 90s thing about it, to be honest. Heavy, 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 dense. This isn't going to come off my skin. I kind of know that this is going to be heavy and dense. I mean, this is my musk heavy, based upon Ice Super, and then heavy, heavy musk. The loads of those major raw materials, I like working with major raw materials. They can sweeten and soften a formulation, but in too high amounts. And major raw materials are used in fabric conditioner, and this is kind of reminding me of fabric conditioner, if I'm very honest with you. It's not really elevating off my skin. It makes me think of an older man, and it makes me think of a fragrance in sort of like the 80s and 90s era. It's sort of like sweet and dry at the same time. So you have the major raw materials and you have more sweeter, softer ones. And then you have one called Latrilius, which is so dry. So you've got the start of the fragrance, which is sweet white musk. And then you've got the sort of major raw materials. And then you've got the sort of benzoyl salicylate, which sort of smells clean. And then you've got but clean and soft, and then you're sort of pushing and lots of sort of like dryness in the base. Oh, I really don't like this, actually. I've tried to convince myself that maybe I do. It really is not for me at all. It's not elevating off the skin. It's kind of not soft. It reminds me of sort of like the 80s. That's kind of what it is. Not for me at all. On to my final thoughts. I don't like the linalool and citronellol. I don't like them combined with, I just don't like how this is constructed. That linalool, the citronellol, against all those musk, the heaviness, the major raw materials, tiny bits of naturals, which aren't really sort of like doing it for me. So I'll go through marks for you. The first 2 marks are, I really don't want to smell it again. First 2 marks are safe, legal, compliant. Yeah, fantastic. Next 2 marks are the price. I mean, that's like monstrous for the amount of money into it. What was it, like 50, 60 quid for 100ml? Yeah, I think it's dead. I think it's amazing for the price, to be honest with you. The next 2 marks are longevity and projection. This is not going to come off my skin. I'm probably going to have to scrub this. And for those who want to know how to get a fragrance off the skin, baby oil on your skin first, and then put shampoo directly on top, then wet your skin and it will come off. That's kind of how to get rid of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing on this. It's kind of making me want to cough a little bit, if I'm honest with you, and it isn't COVID. Last 4 marks, whether I like it, I really don't like this. It's kind of a little bit unpalatable for me. It's strong, but it's kind of, yeah, not for me at all. Don't like it. I'm going to mark this a 6 out of 10. I really just don't like it. And that's kind of a shame, isn't it? How do I improve upon this? I'd rearrange the whole thing. It doesn't smell particularly modern. It doesn't smell vibrant. It doesn't smell... It smells really heavy duty of the white musk and these sort of major raw materials. I kind of would have rearranged it. I would have made it more softer and expand. It smells fluffy. I'd have pushed in lots of naturals to it as well. But so this is the polar opposite of where I like to see. It's not sweet either. It's kind of like musky sort of 80s sort of fragrance. Not for me at all. I marks this 6 out of 10. I don't know if I said that because I'm completely distracted because I want to get off my skin. Bit of a nightmare. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.